Good to see you again, and welcome to another episode of Abuja File. If you're just joining us for the first time on this program, this is Abuja File, where we'll bring you updates, information, details, news, whatever is happening here in the FCT. Like you already know, my name is Sandra Ago, and with me on the program today is Dr. Charles Ebi Edrims. He is a digital income and transformation coach, and today we shall be talking about digital economy. Do you know what it is? And do you know what it entails? Well, Dr. Charles is here to do justice to that conversation. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
You're welcome.
It's good to have you.
You're looking lovely today.
Thank you. Thank you. I know that people who are watching now will say, oh, they look like brothers and sisters. Yeah, well, we're not. Well, okay, now let's get into business. Digital economy. Shed more light on that. What does that mean?
Okay. I will start with a story. It's a short story about a man who is an artist.
Okay.
So when I was 18, he asked me to teach him how to use something like graphic design back in the day. Because back then when you want to make signage, you have to use this dabbing technique. So when he did that, after teaching him for like three weeks or so, he became one of the biggest artist shop in the environment because he was able to deliver faster. Okay. So digital economy is simply your ability to use these digital devices we have, the internet, for instance, to provide an income for yourself or create an income for yourself. So that's really the simple definition I would say. Your ability to go into the internet and create something that can bring you money.
With the way you just explained it, you said this is the simple explanation of what digital economy is. I bet you've been misunderstood. Really? Because a lot of people right now will be like, oh, maybe he's talking about Yahoo. Ah, yes, maybe that's what he's talking about. So I need you to elaborate and give us some examples of how these things work.
Okay, let's use Wizkid for instance.
Okay.
Wizkid goes to the studio and has inspiration from maybe whatever, and he creates a song. He puts it online, then you and I go and stream it. By streaming the song, we are making him money.
Yeah. So
that's what digital economy is. So your ability to create digital goods. Digital goods are simply music files, songs, YouTube videos, and the rest of it.
Okay.
Ebooks, for instance, online courses. These are all digital goods. So your ability to convert something information into that, to make money for yourself. That's what it simply entails.
Okay, so what would you say are the key drivers of this digital economy? And has there been some kind of revolution or evolution so far?
Okay, the one I'm really focused on is, for instance, like I said, Wizkid makes music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so individuals, we can go online and consume auto information. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation whereby you want to learn about something. You go online and you type how to do this. Yeah, so the information you have fed, that's a digital goods. So for instance now, somebody who has an idea about how to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Like when my first daughter was born, we had a situation where her hair was falling off. Then we were trying to figure out what the problem was or the solution for that problem, but we couldn't find out. So one day my wife was going through Instagram and she met a lady who was talking about the same problem. Our daughter had suffered from it previously, so we contacted the lady and then she said, okay, if you want to learn how to do this, pay me 25,000. We gave her the money and she gave us a series of video that walked us through the process. As we went to learn about those things, we started applying the techniques she taught us, and the thing was solved. So that's what it simply is. You can turn your own knowledge into digital goods and sell that.
But then in a situation whereby everybody decides to turn, because I want to believe that this digital economy is something that anybody can venture into, right? Because 100%. You said it's more like using what you know to make money.
Yeah.
So in a situation whereby everybody decides to make money from digital economy, who is selling, who is buying?
Why do people go to school? To get information, of course. So the world will always be an information marketplace. One thing I want you to understand is the world right now is a global village, meaning that everybody is consuming stuff, buying stuff, So your ability to create something unique, that's what will make you stand out. For instance, somebody like Tony Robbins, what he does in his entire career is go out there, find strategies that will help you live a better life, and he package that strategy into digital products and sell it to the masses. So anyone can do that. It doesn't mean that, for instance, you are selling hair. Somebody has a salon, right? Somebody is selling hair creams. So it doesn't mean because you are selling hair, then that person will not make money from selling hair cream. There's always a need. So your own idea of how can you provide a solution to that need, that's where you make money.
Okay, because I'm asking all of this because we all know where the economy of Nigeria is right now.
Yeah.
And I'm very sure a lot of people are looking for new ways to find some kind of balance economically.
Yeah.
So and with what we're talking about, I feel like, okay, digital economy is something that some people can actually walk into and try to invest in it to see how that they can actually, because this Tinubu economy is not doing justice to anybody. So a lot of people are looking, especially here in the FCT, because with my research so far, I've noticed that a lot of youths are relocating to the FCT. You see a lot of core members when they come into FCT to serve, they never want to go back. So I'm using the FCT as a key case study because we have lots of youth here in the FCT, but there is no job. Why? Because what we have here in the FCT, we have lots of secretariats, federal government offices filled with the elderly ones, and there's no room for young people in those kind of places. Yeah. So I'm imagining looking at FCT, use FCT as a case study.
Yeah.
Imagine what someone who is here in FCT can do in the digital economy world to make some kind of income.
Okay. Let me give you a story about a man, a young guy who was doing my laundry back when I first moved to Abuja 3 years ago. So the guy was always curious. So whenever he comes around, I'm always the person at home. So he was like, "You don't work? How are you living here and you don't work?" You know, I told him what I do. He said, "I sell digital products online." So, "Well, digital products? Are you into Yahoo?" I said, "No." So he asked me to explain. So I told him, "How about if you had the opportunity, you know, to teach somebody that is your younger version of yourself how to start this business you are doing right now? This is the laundry business." Because he said he started from school, from just a small room. So now he has his shop. So if you are to teach that person this thing you were able to do it for yourself, how would you do that? He said, "Yeah, I'll teach him this, I'll teach him." I said, "That's what you're actually doing." So eventually in the process, we created a course whereby the goal for that course was to teach core members how to start laundry business from their room.
Okay.
So that course got that guy to travel out of the country to Dubai. He's living in Dubai now. He closed his shop. By impacting others with his knowledge in the process, is making money. Because guess what? There are a lot of people who want to make money, but they don't know what to do. So you who have a small business you are doing, there's something that you know in that business or maybe in that career that is giving you the results you have.
Yes.
You could package that thing and teach somebody who's coming up. In the process, you are giving that person valuable information that will help their career, and you are also making money that will help your own life. So that's just a simple understanding. It's all about understanding value exchange.
So it's more like whatever it is that you have right now as a youth here in FCT, you can work with it. You can work with it
100%, as long as it's tied to solving a problem.
Okay. So the whole concept of digital economy is finding solutions to problems.
Yeah, existing problems. We have a lot of problems in Nigeria right now. So if you can be, because one of the things I don't like about the education system, for instance, is they don't teach you how to have this entrepreneurship mindset. We are always looking for who can give us, but we are never looking at what we can give.
Okay.
So if you say something like, okay, you are looking for what you can give, you look at the environment. What are those things people need in the sense of like information that will help them, maybe for instance, move their business forward? For instance, I'll give you somebody might be into business right now. They don't know how to do online promotions. So you go find out how to do it and come and teach that person how to do it. Now you are helping his business. In the process, you are making money. And the beautiful thing about digital goods that I want to really state is, when you buy an iPhone, for instance, you ship it from abroad to sell in Nigeria, the margins is very small.
Okay.
You understand? But with the digital goods, you are turning something you know into a product. So that means the margins will be high, because the only stress and the money you will be spending, you're not even spending money. It's something you already know.
No.
You know, you're just converting that thing. The only thing you'll be spending is time. So if you spend that time to create that one product, maybe an online course, an ebook, guess what? If I sell that one thing I created to 50 people, the only thing I spent is time. So you see the profit margin. It's really crazy. But people are not looking at it that way.
Okay. Now, that brings me back to the question I asked. Now, taking FCT into consideration, what are the areas that you feel like needs to be harnessed in terms of digital economy?
Okay, for instance, I'll give you something like, if I am to create a digital product right now,
yes, for FCT,
based on
FCT,
FCT,
yes.
maybe let me just assume I'm a COP member who just came into the city.
Yes.
I would see how I can put together a product that can teach other COP members who are coming into the city how to get maybe how to settle in the city, areas to find affordable housing, for instance. You know, how to manage themselves when they come, because Abuja is expensive, we know that. So if you are coming into the city, you need to have some information to help you navigate so that you don't burn your small savings. So those kind of information will help somebody who's coming into the city like, oh, I'm not going to come into this thing like a beginner and start learning afresh again, but I have something that is walking me through the process. So I don't know if you understand that.
Yes.
If I have that as a COP member coming to a new city, I'm going to do better than most people who doesn't have any information at all. So that's really the point.
Okay, because I want to know the difference. I'm sitting here and I already know how to travel to UK. Why? Yeah. Because once you open something like, let me use YouTube for an instance, you will see people making videos, travel to UK for do this and do that. And they do these things for free. I don't know if they post these videos for free. Yeah. So I'm thinking, if somebody asks me to come and buy a video that I am already seeing, because I know that maybe somewhere somebody is doing videos of places to get affordable houses here in FCT and all of that, and then I decide to sell mine. Nobody's going to buy that. You
think so because you are undermining what you know. The truth is this, today we can achieve so much using Google and YouTube. We can learn so much. For instance, people will complain that I don't have the skill. In 2023, you can go on YouTube and learn skill set for free. Why are they not learning it? Because anything that is free is not valuable. And not everybody understands how to navigate that free things. For you might be going through a problem right now, and then a friend just comes and tells you something. You'll be like, why did I not even think about this? Do you understand me now? Because you who is going through the problem, your mind is going through a lot. So that's why I said, when you create a solution, you are bringing it to the person. And your ability to market in the right way, that's what will really get them to buy that stuff. So it's really about you understanding that no matter how small you think the problem is, no matter how many solutions out there in the marketplace, they're still going to buy it. Okay. You understand? That's just it. So now still talking about digital economy, are there challenges to it? Like, are there some kind of challenges that you face, like when you want to venture into the digital economy? What are those challenges, and how can these challenges be fixed? Because I know that like you said, it takes time, but for me, I would also think it also consumes data. So if you are as broke as someone who is, you might not even have this data that you need to even start, but that might not be a challenge. But let's hear from you. Are there challenges that are attached to this digital economy? The idea that there's any way to make money without challenge, I think that's an illusion. You know, and I think we as young people, we need to understand that we have been blessed to have all this technology, and you can't compare what the challenges we are going to go through now compared to what our parents went through years ago. You understand me? So you cannot compare when it comes to challenges. For instance, you are starting a physical business, you have to go get capital, go in the store and buy your goods. Now you buy your goods, you still need to think about how to get it into the market. So you see some people buy their goods and it stays there for ages. But this is something you are testing to see if it's going to work. If it's not going to work, you can change immediately to something else. So I wouldn't say the challenges are that great that you cannot start, you know, that anybody at all who's at any level cannot start. When I started the digital economy, for instance, or when I started learning about technology and all these things about the internet, I was broke, poor, I didn't have nothing, but the desire and the passion for just wanting to learn is what really got me started. So there's no really challenge that's great that we say, okay, this is going to stop me. For instance, a lot of people spend thousands of naira for data just to watch social media gossip. Anything that happens, they know about it. But you could actually be the one who's creating solutions in the marketplace. There's something I always tell people, that no matter what activity you do in the internet, somebody is making money at the back end. So your focus should be, how do I become that person who's making money? That's why you see where we have a lot of personal brands now. You can go online and create something unique about yourself, because a lot of people, we all have a tribe. You know, there's something about you that somebody will just see and like, and they want to connect with you on that regard. And from there, you can start, monetizing that likeness. That's what we do with Wizkid and Davido. You just like them, and anything they put out there, you want to buy it. So that's just it.
All right. I know that this digital economy is not where you are hoping, because you are the one invested in it. It's not where you are hoping it will be. There's a lot of growth that we should be expecting from making money online and digital income and all of that. But are there trends that you feel like, do you also think that trends might begin to affect this in the nearest future? Trends in the sense that, take for instance, artificial intelligence.
You mentioned AI, and I created a program recently where I was teaching people how to create digital goods with AI.
Okay.
AI is not here to replace anyone. It's here to make you get things done faster, to enhance your speed. So, for instance, now, a lot of people are bothered with AI right now, but we've not even attempted to maximize the technology we already have access to. For instance, what young kids in America will do today with tech, we are not even smelling half of that yet. So we are here bothered about what's going to happen tomorrow when we've not even make use of what we have today. So I would say that the world is 50 years ahead of us. Before we can catch up, we still have time. What we call the digital economy right now has been going on for ages. Somebody like Tony Robbins has been on it for 40-something years. Do you understand? For something years. I know some of my mentors, somebody like Russell Brunson, he has been there for 20+ years. I know people who have been there for 30 years. But now Nigeria is just at the beginning stages. That's why this is the best time to even captivate on it, because it's very easy now to build, to get attention. The world is all about attention economy right now. So if you can grab attention, give them something that will help that attention, then that's how you make money.
You said something, and you said that right now people are scared of what AI will do in the future. And I want to ask, is it not something to be scared about? Because when some people talk about it, they say, in the nearest future, AI will take your jobs, AI will do this. So the way you made it sound, I'm asking you, is it not something to be worried about?
For the intelligent ones who are really into self-development, it's not something to be worried about. Because, for instance, if you are a writer, for instance, maybe you are writing for a company, you are doing some writing, and you did not go and learn about AI, how to use AI to enhance your job, your skill set. Guess what? When the company finally finds someone who can deliver your job faster, they're going to do away with you, because the world is happening at a very, very fast pace right now. So you want to meet up. And that's why AI is here not to replace you, but to... The simple definition I would like to put, or the simple explanation I would like to put for this is, AI is here to help you get things done quicker. Okay. Because unlike when you want to write a book, for instance, you have to go do research upon research from different sites, articles, books, and all that. But with AI, you can just tell AI, I'm writing a book on this. Please give me 10 sites or 10 books I can go to learn about this topic. It brings it down for you. You can tell it, summarize this book for me and give me key points that I can write about. It does that. How many hours has that saved you?
But then if you imagine that everybody goes to AI, nobody is buying your product.
Not everyone is using Google today. People don't understand it. Like, we are commonizing this technology in the sense that we think that because you are aware of it, you think everyone is aware of it. There are a lot of people today who want to know about something. They will still call their friends. Hey, this thing, how can I even on this TV? Do you understand?
Yes.
Or how can I change the ringtone on my phone? These are things you can just go on Google and look the answers there. But people do not think about this way. Not everyone has that awareness, I would say. That's why your ability or your job right now is to get good at using AI, so that you can be ahead. Do you understand? You can be ahead. While others are being scared of it, you'll be ahead of it. When cryptocurrency first came out, people were asked, this is those who entered at the beginning stage got all the reward.
Out of it.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's what AI is. AI is here to, this is only the beginning. And it's going to do amazing things if we can tap into its creativity, its ability to really get problems solved. So that's just one thing I just add.
The fact that you made mention of cryptocurrency, just me, it takes my mind to somewhere else. And I don't know if I would say, okay, and that would be cybersecurity. In Nigeria now, a lot of people are still scared to use the internet.
100%.
I'm going to take, for instance, my mother. There are a lot of things that once you're pressing, let's say you're on your phone or she's on her phone and something just pops up. She's like, what's this? Take it away. Do this. Because she doesn't want to get to a point where maybe she clicks a link and then something goes wrong. So she just always wants to just fix it. Like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to, so that I don't mess it up. So things like this, you made mention of the fact that a lot of people don't even use Google at this point. Yeah. So people are even still scared to use the internet. So what is the problem? That's the first question. What is the problem? Because I don't know if this is a mindset thing, and if we can some people might ever be able to recover from that. But what is the place of cybersecurity in all of this?
So the problem with that is, whenever a technology comes out, Nigeria likes to, or people like to use it for the wrong reasons, and that's one of the things that's common with the Yahoo pandemic right now in this part of the world. And one thing I would say is this: yes, you cannot not adapt to technology. Okay. You cannot ignore it, because if you ignore it, look at what happened to BlackBerry, for instance. You understand? Back then, pinging was the best thing in life. But today, you see, because they could not adapt to what was happening, they fell out of scale. So that's what's going to happen to those who cannot adapt. If you cannot adapt, you are going to lose. So the key is not to be scared of it, but to learn how to use it. So if you approach any technology like, how can I use it first before you start using it, it's going to help you now be at the safer side than when you just dive it ignorantly or listen to the crowd. Yes, there are going to be a lot of noise about how this thing it has a disadvantage and how people are losing their money. Yes, but your ability to not focus on that and just focus on how can I build myself in this regard is one of the things that can also set you apart. So imagine a 50 years old in the office who's able to use AI now to get things done, a secretary, for instance. Imagine how rewarding that job would be, how passionate she will be with her job, because when she has to do typing, for instance, agenda and all these things, she can just go to AI and use AI to enhance the process and speed it up. She won't be spending time on tasks that do not move the needle in her life anymore. So you see what we are saying? So you cannot not ignore technology. You have to focus on it and learn it. That's the truth. And I'm not really worried about the older people. I'll just say the younger generation. We have to do better in the sense that we have to start learning.
All right. With that, I think it's also safe for us to just draw the curtain here. Younger generation, you heard what he said, we have to start learning. Harness the technology that you have at your fingertips. Some people are really scared of artificial intelligence. I use it, and I think you should too. Get invested. And that was our conversation with Charles Ebi Edrins. He's a transformation coach and a digital income coach. Till I come your way next time, stay tuned to Kaftan Television, and bye for now.
Amazing.
Standing before you today to accept the nomination of our party